Hey there, welcome to day 4 of the 12 days of strategic planning. Today we are talking about action, turning those dreams that you reflected on in the vision section into actual plans. Mm-hmm. My dog is whining hardcore at the door. Hopefully you can't hear it.
She wants to take action. She wants to be part of the action. She really does. So we're thinking about having new priorities, new habits, and new intentions for 2020. What does that look like? Again, from a personal standpoint.
Yeah. We'll dive in more into the action part for the business side of things a little bit later. But so we mentioned earlier in several videos that if you haven't watched them, go back and watch or listen to day 1, 2, and 3. Intentions, priorities, habits in one order or another. But after you complete, the vision exercise of thinking through how you want to be in the upcoming year, but thinking about it in terms of it's already happened or it's happening right now. Mm-hmm. The first thing you do is say, okay, based on those things, what are my priorities? What is the most important thing to me? You might see themes running through self experiences, lifestyle, and others. And then out of those priorities, figuring out what habits do you actually need to see those priorities through. Mm-hmm. And then the last piece of it is setting intentions, which I feel like is like what's the word for something that's a hot topic right now? Intentions. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like a, not cliche, but like, like corporate, they use certain words a lot.
Oh, yes. Almost like a jargon kind of.
It's like anyway. You probably hear a lot about set your intentions.
Yeah, be intentional. Yes.
Yeah. The one thing we did in our workbook is to have yourself write yourself a pep talk. So this is setting your intentions and writing something down that says, hey, a day like, February 3rd is going to come around and you've established priorities and the things that you want to do. You've said it yourself that you wanted to do those things. And so what do you need to hear in order to continue on, to pick back up where you left off if things have fallen by the wayside or whatever? And it's not about like checking a box or, it's you establish the things that are important to you. And those should be priorities in your life.
Well, and I think that's why we're trying to separate the personal from the business at, the start of all of this, to really focus on what is it that I need to do in order to thrive from a personal aspect of my life. And I think a lot of times like the weight loss thing, right? For the new year. Everybody has this weight loss idea. And is that really what you want to be a priority? Or is being healthy more of a goal? And what are the habits that you can get into to be a healthy human being? There are many different aspects. And from, a food standpoint, your relationship with food, to exercise, to spiritual growth, all of those things can go into it. And I think, I used this word in a previous video, but just that emptiness that can come with goal setting that we think about for the new year.
Yeah.
And so setting intentions and giving yourself the room to say, look, this is hard and it might not happen exactly the way you thought it would, but here's what, like you said, you need to hear in order to pick back up.
Right.
This isn't just it didn't happen, so
right.
It's February, what did you say, 3rd, 4th,
yeah.
and we're done here,
Right.
This is an ongoing sort of commitment to yourself.
Well, and if you want to make change, it has to be a lifestyle as opposed to checking off a box, right? That empty goal setting idea.
Yeah.
So that was day 4, thinking about action, taking action on your visions and the things that you learned as you were reflecting. You can check back in tomorrow for day 5. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into the habits, intentions, priorities bit and really figure out what's going on with those.
Yeah. Dissect, if you will.
If you will.
Check back in. Thank you so much for tuning in to the 12 Days of Strategic Planning series. Whether you've been tuning into the videos or to the podcast, we so appreciate your support. If you want to connect further, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at heytherecreative.co. You can find us on our website, heytherecreative.co. Or you can search Hey There Creative on Etsy to find our shop.